Rockstar Games is notoriously tight-lipped when it comes to future projects, but Grand Theft Auto 6 has just leaked. Well, it didn't just leak, but it just got proved to be correct, the leak that we're going to reference today. So we're going to go over all this new information, basically what it means for GTA 6, what it means for Sony players, what it means for Xbox players, and how it's going to affect us and when we're going to get it. Now, to be clear, this is still a leak. This is not 100% confirmed. For everything Rockstar related, do not 100% believe anything until Rockstar says it. Games get pushed back, games get delayed. I want to give that warning here at the front because this is technically a speculation video. However, we are going over a leak, so I feel like that should be implied, but I just want to get that right out of the way. This is not from Rockstar, and you should not believe and expect things with your heart and soul until Rockstar tells you to. That out of the way, let's jump into this leak. So this leak is coming from Pastebin. If you don't know, this leak came out about a year ago. There's only about 55,000 views on this page total, so it doesn't look like a lot of people have seen it, but regardless of how many people have seen it, we're going to talk about it today. And basically what it says is a bunch of stuff in relation to the PlayStation 5. Now, I'm not going to cover the PlayStation 5 here, but the PlayStation 5 leak is what makes this correct. Red Bandit actually has a really good video where he goes in depth on this, so I'll leave that in the description down below. It's really good, and he shows, you know, basically exactly what this guy said versus the actual specs of the PlayStation 5. But this point being, this guy was correct, and this was posted about a year ago. So now we're looking at the rest of this post like, hey, wait a minute, maybe this is correct as well. When looking at the post in that light, you can see that there's a few different curiosities in regards to Grand Theft Auto 6, because at the bottom he says GTA 6 holiday 2020 most probably, not hearing anything PS4 related, hearing that Sony is paying huge money to secure a 1-month time exclusive for PS5, been hearing rumors about Miami and New York, so two big cities, but I'm not sure if that's 100% true. And then he goes on to talk about Assassin's Creed and Horizon 2, but we're going to talk specifically about this GTA 6 part here. And what this reads as to me, in cooperation with some of the leaks from the Rooster Teeth people, etc. If you guys aren't familiar with that, Silent Core has a really good video where he dives in depth on that as well, so I'll link that below as well. And those two videos specifically are really good GTA 6 resources. But to keep it topical for now, this came out initially, I know people were talking about it, and the fact that there was 2 games stated in here was the big draw for people. People were like, I don't think that's right, I don't think that's correct, I don't know if Rockstar would do that. However, when you start to look at their history, Rockstar really loves to reuse assets, and it would be really convenient for them to reuse the New York that they have built. Granted, it's on old gen, so they'd have to up-res it, but there was a leak of an up-resed GTA 5, or GTA 4, excuse me. Basically GTA 4 ported into GTA 5's engine is what it looked like, and Take-Two had that screenshot taken down. Red Bandit talks about that in his video as well, but it's really just goes to show that they may have been upgrading this world the whole time, and the codename that the Rooster Teeth people suggested was Project Americas, or that their insider leaker suggested was the actual codename for the project was Project Americas, and so hearing that maybe it's 2 different parts of America, that would kind of make sense. And the thing that makes this really interesting is there was a DJ who actually said he worked on Grand Theft Auto 6's next game. Him being a New York DJ, that makes sense because, you know, he was working on a radio station for the in-game version of New York, which was really cool that they're sourcing out to actual New Yorkers, but they do have a casting studio in New York, so it's not that hard to do. But still, it is cool that they're actually keeping with the theme because authenticity really matters to those people. But when corroborating that with the Pastebin link, it looks like it would be more likely for them to be revisiting New York if they've got somebody from New York working on GTA 6. This guy said he was working on GTA 6, I believe, before this initial Pastebin came out. So, you know, there's a couple of different things now that are all starting to line up towards, wait a minute, maybe we're gonna have a GTA or a Grand Theft Auto game on next-gen hardware, so a lot more resources to work with, that has 2 big maps or maybe even 3. I have a theory on the map itself, but that's gonna be its own video, and it's pretty tinfoil hatty, so I'm gonna take off my tinfoil hat for this video. We're gonna keep it as factual as covering leaks can be. However, if you guys are interested in my idea for the leaked map, because I'm pretty sure I nailed it, but I don't want to put it here, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will be sure to make that video soon. What I'm about to show you didn't help confirm this as much as I would have liked it to, but it still was interesting. I went to the trademarks for Take-Two Interactive. Now, if you guys remember, there was a rumor a while back talking about how GTA Tokyo was going to be a thing. Well, if you go through the trademarks for Take-Two Interactive, you can see that they actually registered a GTA Tokyo or Grand Theft Auto Tokyo trademark, and then around 2008, 2007, if I'm remembering correctly, it was was abandoned. So they had scrapped the project, and then I think there was an interview somewhere talking about it, and it was just the road system wouldn't make sense for a Grand Theft Auto game, because a lot of Grand Theft Auto is driving cars basically, and the road system in Tokyo is just not conducive for fun driving, essentially, with the conclusion that they came to. And when combing through these, you can find GTA 6 that is an active trademark. That would be foolish of them not to have if GTA 5 was doing so well. However, you don't notice that they have GTA 7 or GTA 8, so it is interesting that they have GTA 6, but they've had it for a while now, and it has not had any updates as of late. Now, the two games that this is supposedly referencing, this paste bin here, have had updates. Now, granted, they are Section 8 and Section 15 trademark updates, so... Oh, wait, you don't know what Section 8 and 15 are? Oh yeah, I didn't either. I had to go read about it and learn trademark law, but don't worry, you guys don't have to. It's basically some routine crap that they do like every 6 or 8 years or whatever. Basically, they've still both been recontractually updated. They've had lawyers assigned to them on both ends, and they've been taken care of. They being, of course, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which is quote unquote Miami, and then also GTA 4, which is the New York GTA. And so with both of their trademarks being renewed, it does look like Rockstar does have future plans for those worlds, those environments. Granted, whether or not you had future plans for them, you would still probably want to re-up those trademarks anyway as a company. However, it does show that there is interest in those titles on Rockstar's behalf. So after combing through the trademarks, after going through these videos and diving in a little bit myself with some GTA leaks, going a little bit Deep Space Nine, I have to say I'm pretty sure GTA 6 is happening. Now, granted, that's not a surprise. Now, as far as release date windows, this paste bin post has been pretty spot on with everything they've talked about in the post. I'll link it down below so that you guys can go check it out for yourselves if you want. However, they say GTA 6 holiday 2020. That just doesn't make sense to me. It might be true, I don't know, but the way that, I don't know, honestly, it seems too close to me. But granted, to be honest with you, this would be one of the only things in the post that was wrong, most likely, if it didn't come out in holiday 2020. However, Rockstar's notorious for pushing their games. I think 2021's a safe bet, but I also feel like Rockstar has been working on Bully 2 for a while now, and I feel like Bully 2 might hit the market before GTA 6. I know that's not a popular thing to say. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6. Believe me, I am one of them. But unfortunately, I think GTA is going to be after Bully, but I'm not sure. We have a couple of people, we have a couple of quotes to go over just here at the end. Dan Houser actually said he did not want to release a Grand Theft Auto game in the age of Trump, basically, referring to polarization that's happening in the US right now. There's a lot of very angry people on both sides, and it's so crazy that Rockstar, their normal making fun of process, the process that they use to represent the world within their games, is normally to exaggerate and then let that be all the characters. However, right now things are so exaggerated, it wouldn't even be comical to push them outside the boxes that they're currently in, because it's already not funny. Essentially, that can be taken one way or the other. Maybe Dan Houser thinks Trump's only gonna have one term, maybe he thinks he's gonna have two, so maybe they're looking, pretty far out, or maybe they're thinking it's gonna be pretty quick. Either way though, it's an interesting quote from Dan Houser there. If you guys don't know, Dan Houser is one of the executive producers and executive writers for for a lot of the games that we know and love. But it's interesting to hear him say that, because I think that might be a little bit indicative of either not post-election season for that specifically, but don't think about getting a Grand Theft Auto game before another presidential election happens in the US, essentially, is a good way for you to digest that. Don't even think about it. Don't expect a trailer, don't expect anything, because if they do surprise us with a trailer before then, that would be amazing. However, based on everything, it looks like it is in progress. It looks like it's going to be very good. It's going to take a lot of next-gen hardware, but other than that, it does not look like it is going to be soon, but it looks like it is going to be a very great game. So I'm very excited. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think it's going to have 2 cities, 3 cities, or 4 cities inside of Grand Theft Auto 6. And I will see you guys very soon with a brand new Red Dead Redemption 2 or Grand Theft Auto 6, depending on if any leaks pop up, but probably a Red Dead Redemption 2 online beta video. Peace.